Well, welcome to MealPro Cooking Channel. Hi, I'm Chef Dan Catania if you're just tuning into us. So I'm going to take this veloute that I made, and it's in this right here in this bowl, and I'm going to turn this veloute into an vegetable Alfredo pasta sauce, okay? And it's very simple to do. So you're taking it from the veloute, adding other ingredients into it, and classifying it into another sauce. So let's begin. So I'm just going to turn my flame on, okay? There it goes again, extra virgin olive oil, okay? I love using it. And just remember that this sauce here is gluten-free, okay? It has no sugar added, okay? It has no sugar added into it. And it's no salts, okay? A real low sodium. I don't add the salts, okay? Let me put it to you like that. All right, so it's a real healthy way of doing a sauce because a lot of people don't like and it's sugar-free as well too. There's no sugar added, okay? And what I do to get some sweetness, I add honey. Okay, so that's what I'm going to add to this, just to get a little pinch of sweetness to it, okay? So at this point, I'm going to add my vegetables, and I'm using the same MealPro. So this MealPro is going to go for a garnish over my chicken or into my pasta, right? So I'm going to go with a half a cup, okay, of the vegetable, diced vegetables, carrots, onion, celery. And if you wanted to add some garlic, you could also do that as well too. It's up to you. So I'm just going to stir that around. I'm just going to cook them off a little bit, translucent, until they get nice and just release a lot of the juices in the onion and the carrot. Okay, good. Okay, so at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about maybe a good quarter cup of white wine, okay, right inside. And we're going to reduce that down, right? Reduce that down. So the white wine, MealPro white wine, reduce it down a bit, okay? So this is going to be a vegetable Alfredo sauce. Okay, so at that point I'm going to add my veloute. So remember the veloute, it's right here. What does veloute mean for the French language? The veloute? Velvety sauce, okay? Velvety, it's nice and velvety. So this is going to go right inside my sauce pot. Okay, I'm just going to stir that up. Then the vegetable garnish is going to stay in there. Okay, it's going to stay in there. And then I'm going to add some more oregano and sweet basil. And you could also add fresh sliced chiffonade, basil, and oregano inside there as well too. All right, so there's this veloute that's adding, the vegetables are in it to make the sauce along with some white wine, okay, to classify it as a complete different sauce. Okay, and at this point I'm going to let that simmer just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to add my half and half, okay? So I have some half and half, maybe about a half cup of half and half right inside. Okay. Nice and creamy. Now it's classifying it into another sauce or a sister sauce or a baby sauce, if you want to call it that, from the mother sauce, right? All right, so that's going to be simmering really nice. It's looking nice and smooth. Okay, and I'm going to put a squeeze of lemon, not the whole half, but just maybe a good squeeze of the lemon inside, okay? Right inside. Okay, good. And then I'm going to add a little bit of honey because I like a little bit of sweetness to my sauces. So I'm just going to drizzle in just a touch of honey just for some sweetness. Molto bene in Italian, molto bene, very good, delicioso. Okay, once I let that simmer. Now at this point too, I'm going to add a half a cup of Parmesan Reggiano Italian cheese, right? Half a cup. So I'm just going to pour that half a cup in there. Bada bing, bada boom. Stir that up, let it melt down. Now you don't have to strain it, of course, because you want the vegetables to remain inside when you do your pasta dish. Like it's coming up really good. And then if it's too much on the thin side, it's so easy to do. You remember that flour or that rice flour and wine slurry that I have? Well, I'm just going to add a little bit of that white once it comes to a little simmer, that slurry right inside of the sauce here to give it a little bit more body and make it a little bit more thick. Stir that around, make sure that the rice flour is completely dissolved. Okay, and then I'm going to add and pour that in there a little bit to get the thickness to where I want it. Perfect. Turn off my flame. Okay, and there you have it. A vegetable chicken Alfredo sauce, supreme. Now, when you say supreme, that means you added half and half or cream inside of it. But that's as easy as that. It's just a real nice, beautiful sauce, okay? So I'm just going to take some into my bowl here so you can see how the consistency is when it comes out. Okay, so I'm just going to pour that inside. You can see how it just goes right inside the bowl, the nice smooth consistency. It still has that veloute texture, which means velvety, right? So there's your sauce, an Alfredo, vegetable Alfredo sauce for either pasta, or you want to add that over a piece of chicken, you know, or you could add it with even with fish over the top too. But I like using it for like my pastas. When I do the fettuccine or maybe some linguine or penne pasta, just toss it in olive oil, add some of the sauce into it, fresh Parmesan Reggiano over the top, and molto bene. So that's it. One sauce that derives from the veloute, chicken veloute. Okay, don't forget to click that you like the video and subscribe to us. Buy some great food from MealPro. I'm telling you, you could go anywhere in the country, it'll be sent to you. It's all made fresh here at this property. So, all right, arrivederci, ciao.